So today I will be talking about how to make a Kahoot and the steps you need to do that. In our original content outlines we created, I had put at the bottom that I wanted to use Kahoot for one of my assessment tools. So I thought that would be a really good one to talk about anyway. So on my outline here, I titled it How to Make a Kahoot. So I talked about how I'm going to be using a screencast to display it. I'm going to go ahead and go through the whole outline and then we'll get started and I'll show you guys how to do the Kahoot. So to access a Kahoot, it's pretty easy. You go to kahoot.com. There's also kahoot.it, but we won't need that till later. That's for your students, not for you to create the Kahoot at. You have to create an account or log in. It's free. You can pay to access more things, but to make a Kahoot, you really don't need to. We'll need to click create and then I'll go ahead and talk through the steps of how to create the new Kahoot. And then once that's all finished, students can access Kahoot at kahoot.it. So up here at the top, I went ahead and already typed in kahoot.com. You click create in the top right corner, and then you'll click create again. It'll be about in this spot. And I've made a few questions already. So what type of farm animal is this? And my learners are kindergarteners in a rural public school, and my whole lesson is on farms. So anyway, this was a question. I had another question. What do you call a baby cow? Does a plant need water to survive? So once you're here, this is what it looks like to pop up to when you're ready to create your Kahoot. So here you can type in your question. So maybe we could do, which of these is not a vegetable? And then we could do corn. You can have to for sure have 2. So I could leave it here, but I went ahead and decided to have 4 in all of my option boxes. So corn, green beans, carrots, and bananas. So those are your things. And then when you want to select the correct answer, so like obviously bananas is not a vegetable, you click that so you know which one is the correct answer. You can select an image. I'm going to go ahead and just do image library. We'll just look at food and drink. See if there's any food pictures that we want. You can scroll through all of these. Like this one has vegetables in it. So we'll go ahead and use that one. You can select the time for how long the question will be on the screen. So since this is kindergarten and I would read the question out loud to them, I would still select 60 seconds to just have plenty of time. And you can always end it earlier. Like if everybody's answered, it keeps count. So at the top, you can enter in your Kahoot title. So I'm going to say farm kindergarten. Done. And then now that I'm just going to go ahead and leave this here with 4 questions, you can click done and done. And then your Kahoot's here and ready, which I've already had a Kahoot account and have had made Kahoots before in the past, not for a really long time, as you can see. So once your Kahoot is done and made, you will tell your students to go to kahoot.it. And if I was going to click my Kahoot and wanted us to play it, click play. And this would be good to have up on like a smartboard or something like this. It says the Kahoot's loading, so I would do it the classic way. You can do teams if you want. So everybody would pull up Kahoot.it on their iPad, a phone, a Chromebook, whatever it is. And then this is the game pin, so 699102. And that's what the students would type in on Kahoot.it. And then it'll connect. They can put in their names. If I was playing Brooke. And then on this, it'll show you how many players are in. Once your players are in, you start it. Which obviously you wouldn't be going back and forth. This would be the main screen, and the Kahoot.it would be their screen. And then it will load the questions. You can read it out loud. What type of farm animal is this? And it counts down right here for how long it'll take them. And then this is what the board will look like. So once they decide, so hopefully they would be able to notice that's a cow. So it's the red triangle. So on their screen, they would just click the red triangle. It tells you you got it correct. And then also on the screen, it'll tell you how many each person got correct and kind of shows that. You click next. It pulls up the leaderboard. Obviously, you'd have more students, but I can't log in multiple times on my device. And then it'll just take you to the next question. And you can just keep going from there. So I think Kahoot is simple and very easy to follow. It'll keep your learners engaged while creating a fun learning environment. So you can make it fun. I've had teachers in the past give out candy or prizes for winning. If not, it's always good to do at the end of a lesson. It's good to do for review before a test. It's really nice because you get immediate feedback, so you can gauge how much your learners know or need to improve on. So I really like Kahoot. I think it's really useful, and I'm excited to incorporate it someday in my own classroom.